Hello and welcome to Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from different sporting arenas. In the next half an hour, we're going to bring you all the latest from the world of soccer, cricket and a lot more. First up, let's quickly get you all top headlines of the hour. Cricket Australia postpones T20 series with Afghanistan citing deteriorating human rights condition of women and girls under Taliban rule. Lionel Messi ruled out of Argentina's upcoming friendlies in the United States due to a hamstring injury. Organizers announced refund process for Messi's no-show. Indian tennis player Sumit Nagal makes remarkable debut at Miami Open, defeating Canadian Gabriel Diallo. Nagal's next challenge will be Colvin Wong at the coveted tournament. So those were the top headlines of the hour that we are tracking for all our viewers here on Sports Buzz. And now to first get you the news from cricket. Well, Cricket Australia on Tuesday announced the postponement of three-match men's T20 international series against Afghanistan that was earlier scheduled to take place in August this year. Cricket Australia said it would continue to engage with the Afghanistan Cricket Board in anticipation of improved conditions for women and girls in the country. Now, the latest decision comes after further deliberation with the Australian government. The Taliban's return to power in Afghanistan in the month of August in the year 2021 resulted in restrictions on women's rights to work and study as well. So, Cricket Australia had now cancelled a single test match against Afghanistan that was originally scheduled to be played in Hobart in November 2021. Additionally, Cricket Australia also withdrew from a three-match one-day international series that was supposed to be held in the United Arab Emirates in March 2023. So in a statement they said, and I quote them, "The government's advice is that conditions for women and girls in Afghanistan are getting worse. For this reason, we have maintained our previous position and will postpone the bilateral series against Afghanistan." Unquote. The statement further said, quote him here, "Cricket Australia continues its strong commitment to supporting participation by women and girls, and cricket around the world will continue to actively engage the International Cricket Council and work closely with the Afghanistan Cricket Board to determine what actions could be taken to support the resumption of bilateral matches in the future." Unquote. Afghanistan proved too strong with the bat and ball against Ireland as it claimed a 57-run victory in Sharjah on Monday to edge the T20 series by 2-1 currently. A superb 72 not out from Ibrahim Zadran, backed up by the bowling of Asmatullah Omarzai, gave the host a victory in the final match of Ireland's tour against Afghanistan. Afghanistan captain Rashid Khan praised his side's performance that is full of young stars. The Irish were unable to chase down a target of 156 with Omarzai's 4 wickets for just 9 runs, helping them bowl the tourists out for 98 inside 18 overs. Well, Ireland won the first T20I of the mini-series last week with consecutive victories on Sunday and Monday ensured Afghanistan recovered to take the 3-game series after earlier winning the ODI series by 2-0. Staying on cricket, Bangladesh beat Sri Lanka by 4 wickets in the third one-day international and sealed a 2-1 victory in the series on Monday. Opting to bat first, Sri Lanka posted 235 all-out in exactly 50 overs, courtesy of Shanit Lianage's 101 off 102 balls for his maiden century. Bangladesh's Soumya Sarkar, who felt neck stiffness and complained of a headache and vision difficulty after his head hit the ground while saving a boundary, was substituted by Tanzit, and the replacement proved his worth with an innings laced with 4 9-4s and 4 6s to see Bangladesh home with 9.4 overs left. After Tanzit's fluent start, Rashid Hossain, one of the 3 changes made by Bangladesh for the match, struck an unbeaten 18-ball 48 containing 5 4s and 4 6s to steer the host to 237 for a loss of 6 wickets. Talking about women's cricket, in women's T20 international tournament, swashbuckling half-century from Heather Knight helped England beat New Zealand to take a 1-0 lead in the ongoing T20I series against New Zealand. While Temi Beaumont fell for 15, Sophia Dunkley set herself up for a long haul at the crease after smashing 6 boundaries. Knight was fluent in her stay at the crease as she hammered 63 before departing in the penultimate over as England finished with a strong 160 on the board. In reply, New Zealand were handed a blow very early in the game as 19-year-old Isabel fell in the first over for a duck. Now, Maddie Green's 14-ball 8 added to their woes as the onus was on Bates to help the host get closer to the target. While she did hit a 50, needing 71 from the final 5 overs proved to be too much for New Zealand as they fell well short of the target by 27 runs. Second T20 will now be played on the 22nd of March. Islamabad United won the 9th edition of Pakistan Super League after beating Multan Sultans with a ball boundary in a thrilling finale on Monday. Martin Guptill was the top scorer with 50, while Imad Wasim finished the match in style. Batting first, Multan Sultans' Usman Khan scored a half-century, while Iftikhar Ahmed provided the late flourish as they registered 159 for 9 wickets in 20 overs. Imad Wasim was the pick of the Islamabad United bowlers as he took 5 wickets and skipper Shadab Khan ended up taking 3. India's left-arm pacer Jaydev Unadkat will return to the English club side Sussex for the final 5 games of the county championship campaign. Now, last season, the 32-year-old who has played 4 tests for India had played 3 of the final 4 county championship matches for Sussex, taking 11 wickets at 24.18. That also helped the side register a 3rd place finish in 2nd division. Unadkat, who last represented India in the 2 Test away series against the West Indies in 2023, came up with his best performance against Leicestershire on Sussex's home ground, taking 6 second innings wickets to guide the countryside to a 15-run victory. Unadkat, who captained Saurashtra to its maiden Ranji Trophy title in the 2019-20 season, said he cannot wait to get back to home. On to IPL. Lucknow Super Giants captain KL Rahul is now all set to play for his franchisee from its opening IPL game after getting all clearances from the National Cricket Academy, but he's been now advised against wicket-keeping in the first few games of IPL. Rahul had once again suffered a strain in his quadriceps during the first test against England in Hyderabad, and even though he was expected to join the team by the 3rd game, he felt a tightness or stiffness in his muscles and skipped all the remaining games due to that. Moving on in Sports Buzz, now let's get you updates from the world of soccer. Real Madrid on Monday filed a complaint against a referee who handled their game at Osasuna on Saturday for not including alleged racist insults aimed at their forward. Vinicius Jr. in his match report mentioned this. The 23-year-old Brazil international, who scored twice as La Liga leaders, Real won by 4-2 at the El Sadar Stadium, has now been subjected to racial abuse on several occasions in Spain. Real have also extended the complaint they filed with the state prosecutor's office on Friday over hate and discrimination offences after alleged racist chanting by Atletico Madrid and Barcelona fans directed at the Brazil forward. Argentinian Football Association on Monday ruled out their captain Lionel Messi from this month's friendlies in the United States due to a hamstring injury. The 36-year-old suffered the injury while playing for Inter Miami in the team's 3-1 home victory over Nashville in the CONCACAF Champions Cup last Wednesday. Now, Messi is the latest absence for Lionel Scaloni's side following injuries to AS Roma forward Paulo Dybala, Bayer Leverkusen midfielder Palacios and Bournemouth defender Marco Senesi. Argentina will meet El Salvador at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia on Friday and Costa Rica in Los Angeles 4 days later. English Premier League side Nottingham Forest have been deducted 4 points for financial breaches on Monday. With this, they have now become the second Premier League club to be deducted points for breaching profitability and sustainability rules, plunging the team into Premier League's relegation zone. Nottingham Forest is expected to appeal against the sanction imposed by an independent commission. DD India's Ollie Barrett reports from London.
Well, the Premier League says that Nottingham Forest have had an immediate points reduction applied to them. It's for breaching the league's profitability and sustainability, or PSR, rules for the period ending at the close of last season. The club had admitted going over the level of permitted financial losses by around $44 million. But Nottingham Forest had argued there were extenuating circumstances related to the transfer of Brennan Johnson. He was sold for about $60 million in September 2023 to Tottenham Hotspur. That was past the PSR accounting deadline of the 30th of June. The club said they were acting in the interests of being sustainable and responsible by holding out for a higher transfer fee than what was on offer in June. It means that Forest drop below Luton in the Premier League relegation zone. The deadline for any appeals process to conclude is the 24th of May, which is 5 days after this Premier League season is due to finish. Nottingham Forest are the second club to be penalised for PSR breaches after Everton. They were docked 10 points in November, only to see that reduced to 6 points on appeal. I'm Ollie Barrett in London, reporting for DD India.
Former Brazil and AC Milan striker Robinho is due in a Brazilian court on Wednesday, where it will be decided if he should serve in his home country a 9-year jail term imposed by an Italian court for a rape conviction. Italy's request that Robinho serves a prison sentence in Brazil has been analysed by the Justice Ministry's Department of Asset Repatriation and International Legal Cooperation. Robinho, whose full name is Robson de Souza, lives in Brazil and has always denied the charges. In 2023, Italy's Justice Ministry had issued an international arrest warrant for the player after the country's top court confirmed his conviction for rape. But the South American country does not extradite its nationals. That would mean Robinho would only face arrest if he travelled abroad. Now, a Milan court in 2017 found Robinho and 5 other Brazilians guilty of gang raping a woman after plying her with alcohol in a discotheque. The conviction was confirmed by an appeal court in 2020 and validated by Italy's Supreme Court last year. Staying on soccer, FIFA President Gianni Infantino on Monday said violence in the Turkish Super League is unacceptable, as he called on authorities to take action following a brawl after Fenerbahce's 3-2 win at Trabzonspor. Now, Trabzonspor fans stormed onto the pitch after the final whistle on Sunday and also attacked the visiting Fenerbahce players, who fought back to defend themselves. It came after there have been other violent incidents in the Turkish league this season, including an attack on a referee by a club president and protests against refereeing decisions as well. Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya, in a post on X, informed that Turkish police detained 12 fans following the incident. Fenerbahce players left Trabzon by private plane on Sunday night, accompanied by extensive security measures. They were welcomed by cheering fans who waved the team flags and lit flares as well. And now for more on soccer updates around the globe, let's quickly take a look at this football wrap. Portugal began their training preparations on Monday ahead of 2 international friendlies. Roberto Martinez's men host Sweden on Thursday before travelling for a match against Slovenia next Tuesday. With the squad essentially split, Cristiano Ronaldo was absent, but the Al Nassr striker is set to join in for preparations for the Slovenia encounter later in the week. France national team said on Monday that they will be without Antoine Griezmann for this month's friendlies against Germany and Chile after the forward suffered an ankle injury, ending his world record run of 84 straight games for his country. The 32-year-old Atletico Madrid player, France's fourth highest scorer with 44 goals in 127 appearances, will be replaced by midfielder Matteo Guendouzi following his withdrawal from the 23-man squad. Brazilian coach Dorival Jr. said that centre-back Gabriel will miss their upcoming friendly matches against England and Spain due to an injury, with Bremer named as his replacement. The 26-year-old Arsenal defender, capped 6 times for his country, had been included in the 26-man squad announced on Saturday. Gabriel is the latest absence for Brazil following injuries to Arsenal winger Martinelli, Manchester United midfielder Casemiro, Man City goalkeeper Ederson and Paris Saint-Germain defender Marquinhos. Serie A club Lazio have appointed Aiger as manager following the resignation of Maurizio Sarri. Italian media reported that Tudor has signed an 18-month contract with the Roman club. He last coached French side Olympique de Marseille, leaving in June last year after leading them to a third-place finish. He has also managed Serie A teams Udinese and Verona. The Croatia international played in Serie A as a defensive midfielder for Juventus from 1998 till 2007. The Italian Football Federation on Monday said that Inter Milan defender Francesco has left the Italy camp ahead of their friendly matches after he was accused of using a racist expression by Napoli's Juan during a Serie A game between the teams. The 36-year-old, who was part of the 28-man squad announced by the manager Spalletti for matches against Venezuela and Ecuador in the United States on Friday, will be replaced by AS Roma's Mancini. The alleged incident occurred during Sunday's 1-1 draw between Serie A leaders Inter and 7th-placed Napoli, with defender Jesus, later playing Acerbi, apologized for the matter. Sports Desk, DD India.
It's time to take a short break on DD India Sports Bus, but still to come. Floyd Mayweather Jr. says he's eager to participate in an exhibition fight in India. The CONMEBOL reopened its South American Soccer Museum on Monday in Paraguay.
That never stops, where information shapes our reality. One app stands out, helps you stay ahead of time. Introducing the DD India app, your gateway to a world of news right at your fingertips. Your most trusted source of news goes global, goes digital. Explore a world of options, top stories, live updates, in-depth analysis, and more. Stay informed wherever you are. Real-time alerts keep you ahead of the curve always. The DD India app, connecting you to the world one story at a time. Download now and explore the world of knowledge, insights, and authentic information. Wherever news breaks, whatever it takes.
Connecting corners, cutting across continents.
Stories that matter from across the globe.
Accurate, authentic journalism that serves you right. From politics to glamour, from sports to world affairs. with a fusion of aesthetics and substance. Introducing news in a new avatar. Experience the world through a new lens. Stay tuned to DD India for an exciting journey beyond borders.
Tamil Nadu is breathtaking, enchanting, divine, come, revel in the spirit of Tamil Nadu. The Thalaiva of States welcomes you to an experience larger than life.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz with me, Deepika. Continuing with top sporting updates and now on tennis. Making a remarkable debut at the Miami Open, Indian tennis player Sumit Nagal secured a straight set victory over Canada's Gabriel Diallo. The 26-year-old, playing the first round qualifier match, kept his nerves in the crucial stages to outwit Canadian Diallo by 7-6 and 6-2. Nagal, who had broken into the world's top 100 last month after winning the Chennai Open, will next face Coleman Wong. Sumit Nagal had created quite a flutter in January when he advanced to the second round of the Australian Open. That effort had played a big part in launching him into the top 100 of the ATP rankings. ATP and WTA tennis stars put down their rackets on Monday to visit and play with puppies who are up for adoption at a center in Miami Gardens. Ahead of the Miami Open starting this week, Alex de Minaur, Katie Poulter, Casper Ruud, Grigor Dimitrov, Jessica Pegula and Chinwen Cheng visited the Humane Society of Greater Miami, which is an adoption guarantee facility dedicated to placing dogs and cats into loving homes. So as part of the Miami Open Unites campaign, a philanthropic initiative celebrating its 4th year, the players spent time with some of the dogs, shining a light on the importance of pet adoption.
I think it's super important. I mean, for us to unite together and try to give back to the community after, they're basically allowing us to have this amazing tournament here. So it is great. We get to do these activities. We get to see different things, help in different ways, and not that we need too much convincing to be here with the puppies.
I actually love animals, so it brings out the best side of me, and I feel very calm when I'm spending time with them. So yeah, very warm fuzzy feeling. I love it.
Professional boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. on Monday said he's eager to participate in an exhibition fight in India this year, and the possibility of an opponent from the host nation cannot be ruled out. The 47-year-old former boxing champion boasts of a perfect 50-0 record in the professional circuit that includes 27 knockouts. Before ruling the professional circuit, Mayweather enjoyed a successful stint in amateur boxing, winning a bronze medal in featherweight division at the 1996 Olympics and 3 US Golden Gloves championships as well. The American boxing legend was spotted visiting the Holy Siddhivinayak temple in Mumbai on Monday during his India tour. The pugilist, who has created a name for himself in the world of sport with high-profile victories at a grand stage, was seen at the temple premises of the powerful deity that is one of Mumbai city's biggest tourist attraction as well. The CONMEBOL reopened its South American Soccer Museum on Monday in Paraguay. The new museum, that was originally opened in 2009, is dedicated to the history of the sport in the region. One of the museum's main attractions are a set of statues of soccer superstar Diego Armando Maradona, Pelé and Lionel Messi. CONMEBOL President Alejandro Dominiques said the venue brought justice to South American soccer.
Today is a day to celebrate. It's a very special day filled with emotion. It's a special day for South American soccer because what we are doing is simply bringing justice.
Moving on, Indian Air Force Chief V.R. Chaudhary felicitated IAF or Indian Air Force personnel for outstanding performance in sports on Tuesday in New Delhi in a ceremony that was held at Air Force Station for meritorious sportspersons who have excelled at national and international levels. 25 sportspersons who had won medals at national, international forums also included 6 teams of Indian Air Force who were the winners at inter-services, national championships and support staff that were felicitated during the ceremony. On the occasion, the CAS also unveiled the Indian Air Force sports brochure highlighting the achievements of IAF sportsmen.
The Indian Air Force is proud of these achievements, and on behalf of all the air warriors of the Indian Air Force, I urge you to keep up the hard work, strive for greater laurels. We hope to see more winners here being felicitated next year, in particular after the Olympics. Let us not only celebrate the past victories, but strive for greater heights in the years to come, breaking boundaries and continue to showcase the indomitable spirit of the Indian Air Force.
And that's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram as well. We will be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika Mehto, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching DD India Sports Buzz. Namaskar.